Centec has committed itself to being at the forefront of Africa's digital revolution. Through our world-class digital infrastructure, we are connecting rural, peri-urban, and urban communities. We have embraced digital transformation to drive efficiency by concentrating on technological advancement, collaboration, and sustainable solutions. Interactive media services allow Centec to play in the digital media streaming domain by providing over-the-top services for both broadband and broadcasting customers. We also provide broadcast transmission services to all commercial, public, and community broadcasters. Through our broadband infrastructure, we are connecting institutions of learning, health facilities, and government institutions. One example is the use of broadband to provide access to our e-learning platform, Centec Learn, which is a cloud-based solution with features such as live classroom, catch-up lessons, digital books, live events, and video on demand. Our cloud services allow for low-latency computing, including the provision of local data, storage and processing that will facilitate for easier cloud adoption and modernization of ICT resources. Our strategically positioned towers enable us to provide managed infrastructure of both passive and active infrastructure solutions with value-added services for customers, including facility leasing and co-location on our masts and connectivity and infrastructure services to the retail, telcos, and public sector. Centec is working on the development of the Pan-African satellite. This geostationary satellite will provide communications services, making Africa more self-reliant for its communications needs. Welcome to the world of connectedness. Welcome to Centec. Rooted in Africa, connecting global communities and keeping you informed. Centec is a made-in-Africa digital infrastructure and content delivery company providing services on the African continent. As a state interventionist tool, the company is equally committed to its developmental agenda as it is to the provisioning of infrastructure that connects smart communities, people, and devices to deliver content and innovative solutions. Centec has committed itself to being at the forefront of Africa's digital revolution.
Welcome to Cape Town, South Africa, your gateway to the African continent. Open for agri-processing. Our beautiful region is one of the largest exporters of agricultural goods in Africa. Open for tech. We are Africa's leading digital hub. The Cape Town Stellenbosch tech ecosystem is the most productive on the continent. This is also home to world-class universities and global tech giants.
Rooted in Africa, connecting global communities and keeping you informed. Centec is a made-in-Africa digital infrastructure and content delivery company providing services on the African continent. As a state interventionist tool, the company is equally committed to its developmental agenda as it is to the provisioning of infrastructure that connects smart communities, people, and devices to deliver content and innovative solutions. Centec has committed itself to being at the forefront of Africa's digital revolution.
Welcome to Cape Town, South Africa, your gateway to the African continent. Open for agri-processing. Our beautiful region is one of the largest exporters of agricultural goods in Africa. Open for tech. We are Africa's leading digital hub. The Cape Town Stellenbosch tech ecosystem is the most productive on the continent. This is also home to world-class universities and global tech giants. Open for maritime. Cape Town's boat building industry is known globally for its excellent craftsmanship and innovative designs. Open for business process outsourcing. Cape Town is a leader in BPO, having the highest employed talent pool in this global sector, thanks to our world-class customer service and significant cost effectiveness. Open for electronics manufacturing. Our aerospace technology companies are supplying some of the world's major space organizations. This is where innovative design thinking meets quality skilled engineering, not to mention established export markets in Africa and the world. Open for creative industries. Cape Town is a mecca for creative storytelling with thousands of locations to choose from. We are home to the first world-class custom-built film studio complex in Africa. Africa's leading animation studio that keeps winning on the global stage is also based here. Open for green economy. The Atlantis Special Economic Zone is the only green tech special economic zone in Africa, offering compelling incentives to investors. For innovation, opportunity, and growth, Cape Town is open. Now it's time for you to open for business.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an event which brings together the fastest growing economy, the fastest developing continent, as well as the most progressive field in the world. It is Africa Tech Week, brought to you by Centech. Good morning and welcome to you. Can you give yourselves a round of applause for being here? It is so exciting to see you here today for the 5th time that we are hosting Africa Tech Week here. And I can see in the audience, I think there's some people who've been here since we started. This is the first time for some of you. Some of you got dragged in by friends, but you are in the right place. And I want you to feel comfortable because today is for you. Now allow me to introduce myself. My name is Elma Acob, and I'm going to be your host for day one, founder and CEO of Elevate Africa Academy. But something interesting about me as well is my voice is on a lot of your automated systems. What does that mean? When you walk into a bank and you hear, ticket number 1, please head to teller 4. That's my voice. Thank you, thank you. And when you dial some of these call centers and it says, if you would like to speak to someone, dial 1. At the end of the tone, dial 2. That's my voice as well. So my job is going to be replaced by AI, just like that very soon. But as long as I still have a job, it is so exciting to be with you here today. I'm going to give you an opportunity to say hi to one person. Choose a neighbor who's sitting next to you, the person you like the most. Say hi, introduce yourself, and then we're going to get on with the program. Awesome stuff. Don't worry, you don't have to explain why you like them the most. It's fine. So we're going to start off by just thanking our sponsors because without them, this event would not be possible. So give me an opportunity to thank our incredible sponsors who are here with us today. You've been seeing some videos of them as the event started. So a massive thank you goes out to our platinum sponsor, Centech, who with this wouldn't be possible. This is the 3rd year we've had Centech. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your dedication to driving connectivity in Africa and contributing to bringing us together today. A massive thank you also goes to our city host partner, the City of Cape Town. Let's give them a round of applause as well, please. Thank you for welcoming us into your incredible city. Those of us coming from Gauteng like myself, the beach and the mountain really do make all the difference. So thank you for that. You didn't do, but thank you for that. Our silver sponsor, we've got Rather.chat. Have we got Rather.chat in the room? If not, can we give our silver sponsor a round of applause as well? Awesome. We're going to be giving lots of applause at the beginning. Don't worry. This is the first workout you do. After this, you can sit back and relax. Then we've got our workshop sponsor, Mukuru. Can we give Mukuru a round of applause as well? You're going to hear a lot more about the workshop coming up later. The program is exciting, so if you haven't looked at it yet, make sure you do that. Now, we've got bronze sponsors, which is Africa Data Centers, ALX, Aleph Group, Venture Technology Partners, LexisNexis, as well as NetBank. Can we give them a round of applause as well? Wonderful. Our premium showcase sponsors, we've got LexisNexis South Africa, as well as QI Solutions. And our exhibitors and showcase counterpartners are Box Fusion, eJuby, AXO, Tiba Academy, Tractor, Wide-Angle Apps, Zoho, Broadband, Infraco, AWS, as well as Safer. Can we give them all a round of applause? Now, for those who will be staying with us till day 2, we've got the Pitch Den that's happening tomorrow, and our Pitching Den strategic partner is Hayvake. Can we give them a round of applause as well? Almost done. One more. And our strategic partners are Prime Media Outdoor, BPacer, Startup Bootcamp Africa Tech, Simodisa Startup, Startup Act South Africa, IITPSA, Business Tech Africa, Channel Africa, French South African Chamber of Commerce, Tractor Outdoor, as well as Fountain Hotels. Let's give every single organization that I've mentioned as a sponsor, a contributor, or partner a big round of applause. Great stuff. And again, not to forget you, without you being here today would not have been possible. So allow me to continue to remind you, you paid money to be here. Now make sure you see that valuable return and return on investment as well. And you can only do that by interacting with those around you. We've got the brightest minds in technology on the African continent here with us today. So make sure you take full access of that opportunity. Now for our housekeeping rules, please make sure that your phones are on silent. You can check right now. We're not going to look at you or judge you. Make sure that your phones are on silent for the duration of today's program. If you have any issues to do with the event, don't speak to me. I have no idea. Speak to the registration desk, which is in the auditorium. Everyone thinks the MC knows what's going on. Speak to those in the registration desk. If you would like to use the bathrooms, as soon as you walk out here and turn right, you'll be able to find the bathrooms on that corner. Now, the expo area is your area to shine. So please make sure that you are walking around, you are finding out the incredible and epic giveaways that are happening there. You are networking with the right people as well, and you are telling them how you can solve their problems and how they can solve yours too. There will be coffee and lunch break, so we will not keep you hungry at this conference. We will make sure that you are fed. So do not worry, you'll have an opportunity to have a little bite just later on. And then we've got 2 workshops that are happening today. One is going to take place in the main auditorium with myself, and another will take place in the workshop room, which is Hall D, which is to the right. So when it's time for us to break for the workshops, we'll let you know where you are going. That's it for the housekeeping. Now to social media. We're all in tech, and we love to trend. I know that I do. I never have before, so it would be a great plan if you could help me do that today. So we are using the hashtags Sentech Africa Tech Week. That's hashtag 1. Hashtag 2, Sentech ATW 2024. Another hashtag, Sentech ATW. And one more, hashtag ATW 24. We're not just going to ask you to post for fun. We're going to ask you to post because we want to give you prizes. So we've got giveaways and opportunities for you to post and to win incredible, exciting prizes, such as a Take-A-Lot voucher. So if you would like to find out how much that voucher is, how about you post? Because you never know, right? So get posting, get hashtagging, and tag us with everything that you do. So you're going to tweet as well, and you're going to tweet us at Africa Tech Week using the hashtag Sentech Africa Tech Week. Okay? And you'll get a chance to win that voucher. I hope you've understood. And this applies to our virtual viewers as well. So I've been informed we've got virtual viewers who have joined us. Welcome to this conference. We are excited to have you, even though you are not physically with us. We know that you are going to have just as a phenomenal time. Please make sure that you are connecting with us via our live YouTube link. If you didn't know, you can share with people who are not here. We have a live YouTube streaming link on the Topco Media YouTube channel page. So if you go onto YouTube, you'll be able to find everything that's happening here, happening live as well. Now for timekeeping. Take note to my lovely speakers who are going to join me on stage a bit later. We've got a time use program. We've already started late, which I do apologize for profusely, and we'd like to keep it on time for the rest of the program. So if things start to get a little bit uncomfortable, you'll see me just start slowly walking up the stage. Then we'll start clapping you off respectfully. So if you would not like that to happen to you, please do keep to your allocated times. Now, my final words, now that that mouthful is done, are you ready to experience innovation unleashed today? Yes. Let's try that again. Are you ready to experience innovation unleashed today? Wonderful. We'll work on it, audience. Okay, we started off a bit slow, but we're going to get there eventually by the end of today. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready. Let me use my airport voice. All right. Please fasten your seatbelts. We are about to take off. And I'm going to invite on stage our organizers, the Topco Media team, with Ethan Fletcher, who is an executive at Topco Media, and he is going to give us an organizer's welcome. So let's give him a round of applause.
Thanks. You need camera a little early. Good morning, everyone. I know I look a little young, but you know this event's all about tech, so I think it fits the profile. Just want to welcome you all to the electrifying Sentech Africa Tech Week Conference 2024. As Alma said, I'm Ethan Fletcher, and I'll be representing our CEO, Ralph Fletcher, to welcome you all to this momentous event. We're filled with an overwhelming sense of excitement for the journey that awaits us for the next 2 days and for the rest of the year in the world of African tech. Technology has changed all industries, and this is accelerated during COVID, enhancing the way we conduct our meetings, conferences, awards, and anyone that knows me, by the way, also knows that I spend way too much time on my digital devices, specifically my phone. But this is the modern era. Social media, mobile video games, and networking with one another is all possible. All right here. I accidentally was meant to bring up my phone, but I left it at the table. My dad recently called me out for spending too much time on my devices, but I like to think that it's something purposeful, like when I had to teach him how to buy data for my brothers and when I had to complete most of my degree online. At Topco, we have always been driven by a relentless pursuit of innovation and excellence. It is the driving force that has led us to create Africa Tech Week, an event that serves as a beacon of light in the ever-evolving landscape of technology and entrepreneurship. As we gather here today, we're presented with a unique opportunity to come together, to learn from one another, and to forge a new path towards a brighter future. This conference is not just about sharing knowledge. It is about igniting the flames of inspiration and fostering collaboration that will propel us as a country and a continent. Africa is a continent of boundless potential, and it's up to us to harness that potential and to unleash the transformative change within it. Together, we can redefine what is possible and to pave the way for a future fulfilled with innovation, progress, and prosperity. I would like to welcome and thank the Honorable Mr. Monli Gugumbele, Minister of the Department of Communications and Digital Technologies, for coming here today, as well as Mr. Alderman James Voss, Mayoral Committee Member for Economic Growth within the City of Cape Town. I would also like to thank Centec, who have joined us again here today for the 3rd year as our Platinum Partner, represented by their Acting CEO, Tebogo Leshope. Can we please give Centec a round of applause? Their commitment to advancing tech in Africa is commendable, and we're honored to be working together. I would also like to thank all the other sponsors, partners, speakers, and delegates that are here with us today and online. I'd also like to give a special thanks to our Topco team, including Claire, Leanne, Clay, Sasha, Kendall, Tabiso, and Alex. Can we also just give them a quick round of applause for their amazing work? Everything we do now helps us set up for tomorrow. So let us embrace this moment. Let us seize this opportunity. And let us embark on this journey together. I extend my warmest welcome to each and every one of you. And I look forward to the incredible conversations to be had and discoveries and new businesses, as well as friendships that await us in the days ahead. Thank you, and enjoy the conference.
All right, thank you so much for that, Ethan. There is no other space than tech where you will see young people on a stage. So congratulations to all of you for being here, and thank you so much for tech giving us the opportunity as young people to get up on stage and shine. Now, is there anyone else who is here who is not from Cape Town? Wonderful. Are we excited to be here? Best city in Africa, and I think getting close to best city in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Everyone in Cape Town would obviously say that it is the best city in the world, yes? Anyone from Gauteng? Woo. Yeah, we've not got much to brag about. Except the fastest, most economic developing city in South Africa. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, I think we are going to be welcoming the minister. So if we could just stand up as the minister makes his way inside to honor Minister Mondli Gungubele. If we could please rise. Not yet. Not yet. That was a practice run, everyone. If we could please take our seats. Woo! That was a good one, though. Next time, do it exactly the way we just did it. Right. So can we go on with the program? Yes, we can. Great. All right. So, gives me great pleasure, speaking about the wonderful city of Cape Town, to welcome Alderman James Voss, the Mayoral Committee Member for Economic Growth at the City of Cape Town. If we could give him a round of applause, please.
Right, good morning. Alma, thank you very much for that standing ovation, albeit very brief, but thank you. So Alma mentioned that Cape Town has beautiful mountains and beaches as a draw card. Well, for me, Cape Town possesses the most incredible and most beautiful people, places, and products. Do you agree with me? Yes. Let's give it up for Cape Town, and that's why it's for us as the city government really a great honor to welcome you all here to Africa Tech Week and to Cape Town. And given the vast possibilities and challenges presented by technology, that seems to be advancing at a really rapid pace. This is probably one of the most important conferences on the events calendar. Now, the spectrum of these opportunities and challenges are represented by several recent headlines. On the positive end, there is the rise and growth of African startups who are creating uniquely African solutions, such as Cubic, an Ethiopian startup who won the Global Startup Awards for their approach to turning plastic waste into low-carbon building materials. And earlier this week, I got to drive an electric mini bus taxi. Now, given that mini bus taxis account for 80% of public transport trips in South Africa, which is heavily reliant on public transport to get people and goods moving around in our cities and in our country, also then a fantastic opportunity for us as we introduce technology into the mobility space by having these electric options available, and especially now in the minibus taxi sector. And that could become a game changer. However, on the opposite end of that spectrum lie concerns that cannot go unaddressed. For example, there's been a marked increase in the use of deep-faked images and audio, which is not only deceptive to those who consume it, but is often deeply troubling for those whose identities are then used. So I really hope that a central point in your discussions this week will be to unpack the immense potential and power of technology, as well as to gain a deeper understanding how we can use that technology for good, or should I say, innovation unleashed for good. So I'm keenly aware of the role that technology plays in fueling Africa's economic boom. And here in Cape Town, we are at the forefront, leading the charge like a pro. Every time I visit these tech companies, I'm blown away by what I see. They're not just doing cool stuff, they are shaping the future of this continent. And it's clear, because when tech and entrepreneurship come together, magic happens. And you know what really adds to this magic? The funding that the City of Cape Town makes available to organizations like Uvu Africa, Africa's oldest and coolest tech incubator. Now, Uvu Africa isn't just a place. It's really a launchpad for Cape Townians into the tech world, because we're investing in training and preparing young people for future tech-related jobs, from coding to software development and programming. And we do this because we are deeply committed to the ongoing mission of economic growth. And so when we talk about the economy, it's not just about the numbers, it's about those people behind them. From the street vendors to the budding entrepreneurs, they're the heartbeat of our city's prosperity. So think about it. The innovators creating new products out of waste, and the clients who are lining up to buy those goods, they are all part of this economy. They move it forward. Even the fresh out of school youth landing their very first gig in a call center company, and a clothing entrepreneur crafting custom suits, they're all shaping our economic landscape. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if none of these people can buy, sell, design, and redesign, then there's no economy. And this is the awareness that is really at the core of my work as the MMC for economic growth here in Cape Town. So what is our mission? It's really about planting those seeds for growth and nurturing them every step of the way. And this is how we're doing it, by following 4 simple steps. Small